Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Friday, February the 27th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Quite a few trades to get to today. The first one is DARA, D-A-R-A, and this kind of broke my streak of getting some pre-market winners. Uh, it obviously took a nice pop right here. This is 8:30, so just a little before 8:30, but more importantly, it popped up a little bit of pre-market volume there. That's good volume for the pre-market, and it popped up through the whole number, and it looked like it was holding pretty well. So I ended up taking the trade right here at what was it, 107. But for me, it just had to maintain strong. If you, well, I'm going to show you the swing trade that I had yesterday that I swung actually into today, which really worked out well, and that was CYCC. And yesterday CYCC, when I got into it, it immediately went up and it kind of stabilized at a higher price. The minute this sort of thing happens, I usually exit because I don't have a lot of confidence in some of these small ones, especially these little small bios, and I just as soon get out of the trade rather than agonize if when it goes down to this level. So I took a small loss. I was out at 103, so from 107, and that was in the pre-market. Now let's take a look at one of the really nice winners for me today. Now, we can't see it right here. Let me just back this up a bit. Okay, here is my buy yesterday at 111. And you can see I was underwater, but it didn't break down through one. And in yesterday's video, I indicated that I would probably swing it as long as it didn't break down through one. And what did it do here? Yeah, see, 101 held. So I ended up deciding to swing this. And boy, was I ever rewarded. Look at this. Excuse me. This actually in the pre-market was up, I think, to 136, kind of settled down, and a little bit of froth here, and then here's where it opened, and it just zoomed right up to 180. Now I got out some at 147. I got out some here at 171. Actually, yeah, 171. Excuse me, as it was consolidating, and I was really hoping I didn't make a sale right here. I should have, just to get that $1, but I didn't take the sale here. But as it came back down through $2, I took it out at 195. What is it right now? It is 156. So I don't know what's happening. It still has a huge gap to fill. I wouldn't lose sight of it because, excuse me, when we look at the daily on it here, way over here is where it fell. So at 292, and then it fell all the way down here. So it still has a gap to fill, but so I will keep watching this on Monday. Let's see, Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers was one of the ones that in the pre-market I identified as a potential bounce play or a potential reversal play, and this was for me anyway, this was a really, really tough one to get into. Very whippy here. Look at the size of these candles, the tails up and down, up and down. I think Dennis in the room, I think he took it around when it broke over 11 and he rode it up to here. So that was a great trade for him. I was way later, I decided to wait for the whole number break and took it at 1210. Sold some at 1227 and then took a fast exit here at 1206 for a small loss on the second half. Not my favorite at all because it was just way, way too whippy, spready, the whole bit. Now, here is the star of the day. And this wasn't easy, to tell you. This one was on I see it's not on here anymore because it's again, this up down most dollars has to be down at least $4 for it to make this list. So at one point it was down $4, and it was what was it now? It was down to 52.09. So yes, that's how it made the list. So I alerted the board or the trading room about the stock, and I started watching it. Now this is sort of a consolidation. All right. It looks not too bad on the 5-minute chart, but believe me, it was very whippy. The bid ask was crazy, and I actually had to do it twice. I took the trade right here at let's see, what is that? 52.91 right there. It did pop up, but I don't even think, I'm not even sure the bid got over 53 on this, if you can believe it. And then I ended up selling right here at 52. No, what was the price at 52.93, just for like the smallest profit on this. So I was lucky to get out of it. Actually, it was right here. I don't know why the arrow should be right there. However, I did persist, and for once this candle got a little bit tighter, I decided to take another look at it and took the trade at 53.05 right there. Again, very spready, but this time I was definitely rewarded and took out half right here at 53.61. Again, that's from 53.05, so that's over a dollar 50 or so a share. Took another piece right up here at 54. I'm sorry, what am I saying? I took out half here at 53.61 from 53.05, so that was about 50 cents a share. Then up here is where I made over a dollar, and that's 54.50 from 53.05, and then sold the last bit at 54.40. So a lot like the CWEI trade from yesterday, in that once I got in and it started to work, it really started to work well. This only has 808,000 shares traded. Here it was, quite a bit less still, and that's the problem sometimes. You get into these that have very small volumes, and you run the risk of the bid just dropping on you. So, usually take fewer shares and try to ride it out. The next one, Tube, which this was a really tough one also. Again, identified in the pre-market as one that we wanted to look for a potential reversal. It's not on this list right now because it's only down 394, but if it drops another 6 cents, it would appear in this list. So that's where we saw it, but actually we saw it in the pre-market. It was down big in the pre-market. I tried to get in here once a little pullback here, a little bit of consolidation, the break over the whole number at 14 on this whitish candle. I took it at 14.16. It almost popped up. It went to 14.24, and then it settled. And then on this candle, I just exited and took a 16-cent loss on Tube. And it's really just kind of doing nothing. It's still sitting at $14. So. The next one was Enoch. And Enoch came from well, again, it is here. Another one of those is down still over $4, $4.67. Watch this pattern come all the way down here. Started looking at it at 1340 and so I took the trade right when it broke above the high of this candle right here, and took the trade right at 1354. And I didn't waste any time on this one in terms of selling half or not. I just sold everything at 1380. So this was a nice quick trade right here. And the last one is NRZ, and I am still in this one, and this one is doing quite well. Now this came from the lifetime alert. NRZ right here at 1022 when it broke through $15. And you see that here is, let's see, where's 15? 15 is actually it's all the way down here, right there. So this is actually where it broke, and then it pulled back, and then it regained. And then on this candle here, I decided, okay, maybe it's ready to smarten up and go forward from here. So I watched it for a while, decided to take the trade right here at 1526, and then it did nothing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's an hour. These are 5-minute candles, so that's an hour. And then finally, we got a little pop here, and I say I'm still in the trade. It's at 242, so I still have a little bit time left. So hopefully it just keeps chugging upwards and doesn't do anything stupid and have a rapid fall, kind of like this. But it looks like it's pretty stable right here, so I'm going to hang on to it for a while. The only other one to talk about is eyes, which has been just incredible. Now this was a swing that I took. Take a look at the daily chart on it. And I was in this day right there at, let's see, 1330. Well, right there, 1333 on this candle, and I day traded it right around this area, and decided to hold on to a little bit. And certainly yesterday was a bit of a tough day. It dropped all the way down here. This was going to be my stop. Again, on a swing trade and something like this, I decided I was going to, have to put a very wide stop on it. Not a lot of shares, and but it didn't get down to 11.20. And then today it just had a monster day. At one point it was up over $4, up to 17.43. Now I'm hoping that it regains something, maybe at least closes into 16, because this is one of those stories that I think has captured the imagination of a lot of people. I mean, anything that can potentially help people see again, obviously, is going to be very newsworthy. So over the weekend, we'll have to see what happens with this. So that is it. Another a pretty interesting day. Lots of activity. I didn't expect as much activity, to be honest, and it seemed kind of, it's funny. Every day at the end of the day, I sometimes think, well, I really didn't do anything, and then I look and I've traded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stocks. So there you go. Okay. Let me just bring back the cover page. And again, here's how to get into the trading room. And I hope to see you in the room on Monday.